Courtney. We also have another Impact referral partner, an Impact member on the call here today. This is Patrick Mazer out of the Dallas area, and Patrick has some amazing stories for you here today. Patrick, thank you so much for being on the call.
Yeah, first of all, it's great to be on, and thank you for hosting this. This is so informative. Unfortunately, prior to Impact, I just paid what they told me to pay. And it was interesting being self-employed for well over 25 years. That just meant I paid my own health care. And so when I would ask people, like other business owners, like, hey, can you recommend a healthcare provider? I never had anybody ever recommend one to me. I've had people say, whatever you do, don't go to Blue Cross. Hey, whatever you do, don't go to Aetna. Now, look, think about this. All of us we've all had recommendations on maybe like where to go out to eat, or hey, I took an amazing vacation. Here's where you should go on vacation, or here's a great place to get your hair done. I've never had one person in my adult life ever put their name behind a healthcare company. How many of you experience the same thing? Like you're just randomly talking to people saying, because look, I had to pay for it. And being that I was self-employed, that was a necessary bill. And then as I got a nanny and other people in my life that wanted health benefits, I would be like, well, let me go out to the marketplace and, figure out, I guess, where we go. Like there wasn't really a very big explanation. And so I'll start with, with being a customer with Blue Cross. I was paying 2,700 a month. And the reason I was paying 2,700 a month is because healthcare goes on income. So I did not know that. Like I didn't know that I was being paid, I had to pay more than maybe other people because of what I make financially. So how many of you know people that make money like me? Like I didn't know it went on my income. I have another gentleman, his name's Dr. Victor. He's an anesthesiologist and he was paying 2,400 a month for him and his wife. And I said to him, do you know why you're paying so much? And he didn't know it went on his income because if you're an anesthesiologist, you're like a 1099, like a contract worker. So he didn't know it went on his income either. And so I gave him a quote for $450. He did exactly what Courtney said. He took my card, went to his next hospital appointment, came back and said, sign me up. So he became a customer. One, he's saving like myself, I'm saving over $24,000 a year, leaving Blue Cross and going to Impact Health. So just that on its own is a major conversation. And the reason I'm saving $24,000 a year is because it's called the Affordable Cares Act. So again, these are things that I did not know. My insurance agent never sat me down and said, hey, you make a lot of money. They're going to make you pay more because of your income. Now, can you imagine going to the gas station and, oh, you have a Mercedes, you have to pay more for gas than the lady that bought the Honda Civic? I mean, none of us would put up with that. Can we agree? We'd be like, what's going on right now? So that was a big aha moment for me that it went on my income. Number two, I love what Courtney said was telehealth. I've got kids. And what I love about the telehealth is you immediately see a doctor, and a lot of things is just taking your nerves and calming them down. Can we agree? Isn't that really what a doctor, or they just tell you, like, look, he's all right. You know what I mean? It's give it 48 hours. And so those last minute ER visit or urgent care that we would have sat in and had the same exact piece of advice that we got online, that's been a real benefit to our family because a lot of times you just need to talk to somebody that's really knowledgeable and then like they'll tell you, hey, look, you better go in to see, somebody immediately, or let's go a different route. Let's get you some pharmaceuticals to your house and set your kid, on the path to recovery. So we became Impact Health customers 3 years ago. And unfortunately, my wife broke her foot. And I Googled the orthopedic doctor of the Dallas Cowboys. So, how would you like to pick your provider? By Google? Like, how many of us would agree when I said if he's good enough for, people that make 7 to 20 million a year and their body actually matters when it comes to orthopedics, he's good enough to meet, my spouse. And so we were able to go in, have an appointment. He was the best in the space when it came to, professional and, dealt with a lot of injuries and, just was an easy guy to deal with. And that was an amazing option for us to be able to do that as well. So we've experienced it from that level and just the transparency of it all. And then the third thing is we just recently brought on dental and vision. For those of you that are just becoming a member, or maybe you're enrolling somebody to be a member, we have a dental and vision now. And so I went to my back office. There is a network with the dental, so you can't just go to any dentist you want. You got to go to the ones they appointed. But they had a massive list, picked up the phone, called, made a dental appointment, and was able to go into my dental office. And and I'm sure we've all been there, right? They're like, oh, well, we need to do 1,000 X-rays. I'm thinking to myself, here we go. Here's 1,000 X-rays, right? We need to X-ray everything 3 times, right? And I'm thinking, okay, now we need the doctor to come see you, and now we need to get your cleaning done. I walked out, I got my bill. My entire bill for the entire examination was $104. So $104, which to me was so great because I've been to the dentist and you don't get out of there with $100 after they do a whole bunch of x-rays. How many of you had a bunch of x-rays and it's a $500, 350, right? All of that was amazing. Just the simplicity of being able to go in and know that I'm not going to pay a ton of money for normal dental checkups, dental cleanings, things that all of us obviously want to take advantage of as well. So, even this has been one of the greatest services that I've ever had the good fortune of being a customer with. I can't tell enough people about it. I feel that, people fall into that same category as I was with just, frustrated. You're paying a lot of money for healthcare and you're a healthy person, right? The healthcare is just for the just in case. And I'm $2,700 a month for the just in case. Can we agree? That's a lot of money that you're putting out. And look, they weren't picking on me. They pick everybody who makes money in America. And making money in America means you make more than like $50,000 a year. Like that's now you're the new rich in America, and you're paying full bore when it comes to healthcare coverage for your family. So Jeff, super excited about what you guys are doing. Thank you for allowing me to jump on here today. 3 years customer. I think I've saved over $70,000 and I've used it multiple times and I put $70,000 back into my pocket. And when I meet business owners, what I find is that they have no retirement because Blue Cross took it all, right? If you think about it, it's like, why don't I have any retirement? Well, imagine if I took that $70,000 and just stuck it in my retirement account. That's $70,000 into my that I just repurposed from Blue Cross. Does that make sense? Meaning I repurposed that savings from Blue Cross and put it into my family's retirement just so that we have more money as opposed to what we were paying before. So I hope that helps you guys today. Merry Christmas. I was excited to jump on here and I'll turn it back over to you, Jeff.